Hello, hello, and welcome back for another hair-raising adventure with the mobile infantry in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM 2. And I say hair-raising because, really, the only thing you can sort of give the mobile infantry is that despite the fact that they were terrible at warfare, they had really great hair. Universally great hair. I mean, even in the middle of a war-torn battleground, those guys were perfectly coiffed. Every single one. It was amazing. Now, yeah, the mobile infantry lost most of their fights. They got hundreds of thousands of people killed in a single battle, and their only real triumph was making a head of cauliflower afraid of them. It's not really a great in the accomplishment department, but every single hair on every single head on every single man-jack of their entire army was perfectly coiffed at all times. Every single one. And you know what? I think sometimes style can count more than victory. I mean, sure, they lost, but they looked fantastic doing it. Sometimes style counts more. Not really in war, which is why I think ultimately the United Citizens Federation was doomed to die a slow, albeit impeccably dressed and groomed death. But were we ever expecting them to win? I mean, really? At the beginning of the movie, or near the beginning of the movie, what we knew about the United Citizens Federation is that they were willing to let Denise Richards fly a starship. They're doomed to failure. Any organization that's willing to put Denise Richards in charge of a machine with powerful engines and weapons that has a lot of moving parts, that's an organization that doesn't really have particularly good judgment. You might as well just hand a can or an open can of gasoline to a toddler and then give him a lit road flare. It's basically like putting Denise Richards behind the wheel of anything. But anyway, we've got some work to do here. Now, we do have some alien debris, but we have one empty slot. And I was just tinkering around here a little bit, clicking on stuff in between episodes, and I discovered we can actually build a facility right from the jump here. And I'm thinking we go for the Guerrilla Tactics School. Two reasons. One, additional skills. This allows us to train rookies without taking them on a mission. And the other thing we can do with this is eventually we will be able to get our 5th squaddy. And I really feel like having that 5th member will make a significant boost to us. So the faster we can do that, the better off we're going to be. So much so that I'm going to kind of make that my focus. Now, it is going to take the full 14 days here because we don't have an engineer to assign to it to reduce the time, unfortunately. But otherwise, we're not building anything, and this time is largely wasted while we're doing these initial scans. So I think just going straight into the GTS is a solid play. So we're going to come up here. We don't even have a mission yet. Okay, we just got our first mission.
One of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that
and we can go spend 4 days looking for some rookies. All things considered, I think a fresh crop of rookies to start is probably... It's a reasonable first get. It's not as good as if this were supplies or an engineer or a scientist, but I'm not going to complain to having some extra backup.
Avengers' remote scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
I have made a number of interesting...
A number of interesting discoveries, Dr. Tigan? Because it looks like literally you discovered one thing. Oh, no, sorry, I take it back. You discovered 2 things. And you know what, even in Tigan's defense, I guess when he said, I've discovered a number of things, it could have been 1 because 1 is still a number. So, I mean, technically, Dr. Tigan was correct. Oh, technically correct. It's the best kind of... Shut up, Tigan. Weapon upgrades are available. That's good. We can now use any weapon upgrades that we might find. And last campaign, I didn't use any weapon mods because this sounds weird, but I was trying to save them for when we got magnetic weapons. Honestly, I think that may have been a huge mistake. Not getting a mistake I'm going to repeat this time. Once we find some decent mods and can equip them on our troopers, I'm just going to start doing that right away. Let's get this alien biotech research out. The biotech unlocks the ACS for us, which reduces our time spent in the infirmary. And based on the way our campaign has been going so far, I have to assume infirmary time, we're gonna be piling that shit on. We're gonna put a lot of man hours on those medical beds. And it's not gonna be just all Dr. Tigan humping alien corpses on the medical beds either. I mean, we're gonna have some actual people who need medical attention on them as well. Tigan's gonna spend a lot of man hours on those beds too, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Tigan's not humping the corpses that we're bringing back, because he totally is, but... So we could pick up some rookies here, all right? Or actually, we did pick up some rookies. Fantastic. We got Lucy Robinson, Nicola Petrowski, and look at that. Why, it's little Neil Patrick Harris. Joining the team, we've got Psychic Carl. All right, so our only other option here is to investigate these supplies. We'll dash up there. That's fine. We did just spend a pretty healthy chunk of our supplies, so getting a little bit of restock here definitely has some benefits for us. And more importantly, we're getting closer to having our GTS finished.
Commander, as the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As it is, we've already identified
Oh, I just noticed we're in China this time. I wonder if we're going to be going to Kansas City, China. Do you think we'll be going to, like, Kansas City, Jiangsu province? Alright, so we're definitely going to check this out. What does this do? Operation Blood Chalice. Oh, we get it. Dr. Rue McClanahan, engineer, for completing this. Recover item from Resistance Haven. This is not a mission type we've ever done. It says easy, but then again, you know, we've had some trouble with easy missions before. I don't know what the rating was on the meat grinder we got chucked into. I'm gonna guess that mission was not easy, though. It had 16 aliens on it. That seems a little egregious for easy rating. Alright, so we've got Jake, I'm with Busey, Squatty, Gilliam here, Dina, Dizzy Meyer, and Amy Cameo Smart. Yeah, you know what, Amy Smart? Sorry. We got more important things to do here, like Casper the Ghost Van Deen, who I'd like to point out is out of uniform, sir. Pardon me, Mr. Van Deen, but that is not a regulation haircut. I was just talking about the hair here of our troopers. You will have a regulation haircut, sir. You know what? You know what, Casper? Johnny Rico? This is going in your permanent file, son. Oh, wait, if we switch your arm... Oh. We switch your armor and suddenly your hair falls into line? Okay. All right, then. All right, I guess maybe we will just make this a non-formal reprimand, and I won't have to put it in your permanent file. What I will do, though, putting you on... You know what? You got latrine duty. No guile hair. I mean, sure, if you could throw a sonic boom to go with that, it would be better, but don't impersonate Guile. I do like the fact that we have sort of the classic trio here. We got Johnny Rico. We got Ace. We got Diz. We got Sugar, I think his name was. You know, he's just trying to kill bugs, sir. He's on a team. You know what? He's got a lot of grenades, too. There's like 7 to 5 odds that he winds up choking on his own blood with a live nuclear warhead strapped to his ass sometime during this mission. So let's give him a chance to die a hero. It's all I ever wanted to die a hero. I wonder if anybody said about him. You know what? I wonder if one of the aliens, after he set that nuke off and was completely vaporized, if any of the aliens anywhere said, "Not much to look at when you scrape them off of your boot." I guess it wouldn't have been totally appropriate, because a nuclear bomb going off right next to you would certainly vaporize your entire body. So there really wouldn't be anything to scrape off of a boot. Also, to my knowledge, the aliens did not wear shoes. Not much to look at when you scrape them off your chitinous barbed talon foot. Just doesn't have the same ring to it. Recover a missing persons report from the Resistance. That's our goal. We're covering a missing persons report. Isn't this really more of an FBI job? Shouldn't we have Mulder and Scully on this? We're in the slum districts of Spider Heights, Chongqing. By the way, if you live in Spider Heights, you should fucking move. Really. I mean, just get the hell out of there and possibly consider burning your house down on the way out. Don't live in Spider Heights. Operation Blood Chalice. Yet another cheery mission name from that ever upbeat, optimistic Bradford. Didn't this be like Operation Happy Puppy? Operation Sleepy Kitten? Operation Dozing Otter? I mean, come on, Bradford. Pep it up a little. Pep it up, man. All right, well, we don't have very far to go. Yeah, we can damn near see it. Right, so we are concealed. Do we have any detection spots? Right, we have no detection squares. We have an elevated position. This seems like a respectably good start. I'm still a little salty with Johnny Rico for his whole "I'm out of uniform" thing, but I got to give the man credit. As soon as I reprimanded him, he immediately jumped back to dress. So I don't want anybody there but Diz, and I kind of don't want anybody else on the roof. Let's just hop down with a blue move and see if this does anything. Confirmed. We are still concealed. Okay, so we've got some civilians who are, frankly, in the way. Let's go take cover behind this trash can.
On my way.
All right, so Jake Busey has spotted a squadron of enemies who look like they're maybe on a patrol route. That's fine. Let's see if we can set up a little ambush for them. Diz, you're going to be on the roof. Casper, we'd like you to be close. We don't want to be too close, and we definitely don't want to wind up flanked. But I think even though this is only half cover, we can make this work. I'm going to try and pull off something very similar to what I sort of pioneered on the mission where I died, or rather where the entire team got just completely and utterly annihilated. We did a little, like, Overwatch ambush tactic on the turn that we triggered a pod out of camouflage, and I feel like it worked pretty well. I think it's definitely merits a little more additional testing, so we're going to try this again. On our last mission, of course, we didn't do it because Dizzy just threw a grenade into like 45 guys, and they all died when they fell out of a window. Personally, that's the best ambush tactic of all times. Find guys on the second floor of a building, throw a grenade at the building, and blow it up, and make them all just die. And I mean, that worked. That's the perfect ambush tactic, really. So do we... All right, where's our... I mean, we should still continue to make progress, but we know there's a pod over there. I don't really like the idea of leaving that pod unengaged, because I'm concerned we might run into another pod, but they really... Okay, so there's some more civilians over there. If we can get to our goal... Okay, so here we go. This is not good. See, now we're in a bit of a tricky spigot here. Did I say tricky spigot? Sticky wicket? I don't even know what the hell I was trying to get at there. We're boned. Is here? Let me put it in a, you know, like a more colloquial phrase here. We're boned. We're boned. Now when we open up on that, what do you, Johnny Rico? You're taking a lot of chances today. I'm telling you, man. I am not happy with you, son. I am not pleased. All right, we're gonna put Diz on Overwatch. No, we're not gonna do that, Dizzy. We're gonna go on Overwatch. But now we're in a bit of a sticky pickle, because if these guys patrol this way and we activate that pod, we're almost guaranteed to run into a situation where they immediately have backup. That I do not like. But if we could set up a good ambush from solid cover... Can we? Because there's not really very great cover over here. We could do like a rotating over... I mean, if we take Jake, I'm with Busey. Put him over here.
Okay.
Now, we can... You know what? Frankly, we can do better. Busey, how are you going to path to get there? I can't... Okay, don't walk through the detection square, you goon. Okay, so we're... You know what? Maybe we just sneak in and steal it. Could we just go full Danny Ocean cat burglar style on this one and not even bother with killing the enemies? What if we just sneak in and jack the goods? What if we just give him the old Andy Garcia? I think it's not a terrible plan.
Orders confirmed, on the move.
We have 6 turns, actually. We've still got plenty of time, so let's put you on Overwatch. Diz, you're also on Overwatch. And if we can get these 3 on Overwatch and Dizzy with a good sniper shot, I think this is the turn where we will crack the enemies. So Dizzy, 71%, is that would be a straight up kill. 67, which is, yeah, I would rather go for the 71. And we would have then a pretty respectable amount of Overwatch fire to follow that up. Let's try all right, let's try the ambush. I mean, what's your chance? You can't see him. All right, well, Gilliam, Rico, what's your chance? 65. That's not very good. Padre, how about you? 68. And that's on a target in the open. So, I mean, statistically, we would get like 1 hit. That's not going to kill him. Unless he also would run in a direction that would bring him in a path. You know what? Let's try it. So we put the Ghost, Padre, Busey, all on Overwatch, and then we're going to have Dizzy try and kill the Advent Trooper. If she can just one-shot this guy immediately, that takes 1 guy out of the rotation. Beautiful. Just thumped him right in the back of the neck there. So now we're active. This guy should do something, and as soon as he moves, our other 3 units should take freebies. So we're revealed, but this guy should get his reaction, and we should get a bunch of shots at this guy in the open. So we got 5 damage there. Beautiful. Perfectly executed, gentlemen. That was good, guys. Damn, Skippy, you got a promotion. You earned that one. So here come these guys. They are going to be active now, and they have patrolled into us. But this is not a deal breaker. We've still got some Overwatch here. What can you do, Gilliam? Oh, beautiful shot, son. Oh, that's real good. These guys are also by a whole bunch of vehicles that we can just detonate them, right? I mean, yeah, we should just absolutely do this. And this is another thing I think I'm going to begin doing a little bit differently. I'm not going to be hesitant to wheel and deal the grenades here. No longer am I going to be reticent for fear of blowing up loot on dropping the grenades. I would rather have live troopers than loot. I really would. This is all the further you can launch that frag, Gilliam. That is not far enough, sir. Diz, what do you got? You have one terrible shot. All right, Busey, I mean, this sounds strange, but I kind of think we maybe just have Busey make a break for the intel, but I'm worried about sending him over in a position where he will have no support. If we move Gilliam forward, he can almost certainly wheel a grenade up there. If we can detonate that car, I think we go combo grenade from Johnny Rico. All right, so here's our plan, and then we'll have Diz for backup. So we take Busey, he's going to come over here and use this hostage as a human. Oh, you run? Just, I absolutely wasn't going to say that I was going to use you for your human shield. I didn't, you know, didn't actually plan on that. I mean, I know the words were coming out of my mouth, but I didn't mean it, civilian. I didn't mean it. Nice shot, Busey. The Buse, putting down 6 damage. That was a hell of a shot right there. Little promotion, much deserved then for Jake Busey. So I think we bring Padre. We're going to bring him up here. And like I said, I'm going crazy with the grenades. I don't care. I'll wheel and deal. Also, this is a pretty good chance of blowing up this truck. And if we can cook this truck off, that guy's just going to be straight up dead. So here comes the 40 Mike grenade launcher. Punk. 3 damage. We did not ignite the car. Okay, so we need the guaranteed kill. Dizzy, how come you can't see anybody? You can't see that guy, really? Johnny, 45% is simply... You know what it is? It's simply unacceptable. It's not the Robert Plant sort of simply irresistible that we need. You know what? 54% also unacceptable. I'm taking a slam dunk. I'm saying fuck the loot. Hashtag fuck the loot. I'm going for the win. Hashtag nobody dies. And there you go. Oh, now the car catches on fire. Yeah, just so it can be a hazard to navigation for us later. Fantastic. All right, well, Dizzy's not really covering much from up here, although I think she's probably still better served here than really anywhere else. Let's just keep Diz on Overwatch. There goes our friendly neighborhood vehicle. Yeah, oh, this is just a container detonation. I thought this was some kind of newfangled new gizmo that we had not yet previously encountered. All right, well, we have 3 turns to get over here to grab the intel, so I'm not inclined to rush. If we rush in here and stumble onto a pod, we could wind up getting everybody killed. And we've got 3 turns. I'm so used to playing the long war that when I get put on a clock or put on a timer, it really sort of inclines me to rush, because I'm used to having all the time in the world and being able to take as much time as I could want or need. And now that I don't have as much time as I want or need, I'm not actually using all the time I have. So I'm going to try and make a concerted effort, 1, to be aware of the time, but 2, also just to use the time that I do have. Don't rush beyond. If I've got 8 turns, be willing to take the full 8 turns. And once we knew this area was clear, I was comfortable with having Jake Busey hop in the building. So now we're going to have Busey go for the hack here. Let's see what our hack bonus is. If it's anything good, we might try it. We can't fail for this. No effect on a failure. Reduces the contact cost for a nearby region by 50%. Delays the current Dark Events project by 2 weeks. Well, shit, I mean, if we're going big, let's go crazy big. If you're going to play the lottery, you might as well play the fucking Mega Millions. That way, at least if you do get lucky and win it, you win plenty. Yeah, we didn't win. No surprise there. We didn't even pull the I won a free ticket from my scratcher. Missing persons report. Okay. Now what? Neutralize all enemy targets who are over in that direction. Alright, well, I don't want to activate any of the remaining hostiles currently Bradford, so what I'm going to do is come over here, which I don't think should trigger a pod. Padre Gilliam, I don't want you over here, because I'm pretty sure if I look around that corner, that's going to activate a pod, and Dizzy is in a terrible position to provide any kind of fire support. And now the clock is off. We're not on the clock at all now. We can take as much time as we want. I'm not on the clock, sir. You can't make me do anything I don't want to do. You're not paying me right now. I can sit here at my desk and sleep if I want. You can't do anything. I mean, you could say, hey, fucking, if you're going to sleep, loser, go home. You got a bed. Be sleeping in my office. You could do that, sir, but you can't fire me or anything just because I nodded off. It's after hours. You're not paying me. I'm on my own time here. I think we just have, I think we have Seth Padre Gilliam fall back. Let's have the pod move back here.
Good to go.
I like this position of full cover, even though it is by explodies. Okay, well, that's not ideal. He triggered them while running away. That's honestly my own fault. I should have taken advantage. Great, thanks for blasting a hole in the wall for him to run through. Nice job, Rico. I should have taken advantage of the pathing. Could have done that. This guy's going to resurrect a dude. Yeah. So we have a Psy zombie somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. Oh, right here. I'm not really that concerned about the Psy zombie because we can just grenade the corner of that building. Should be okay. If we grenade it, Dizzy can probably pick off the sectoid. Worst case scenario, Dizzy might just be able to pick off the Psy zombie if we can't get to the sectoid. We did move wisely. As you can see, ain't nobody flanked right now. And we've got a real good chance to do some quality damage here, too. Can we get him, destroy the corner cover, and still set off the car? We're not going to catch this guy with the blast, but we might be able to blow up the vehicle and catch him in the vehicle explosion. Well, he's next to a burning vehicle. And this guy is now flanked by the mighty Jake Busey. We do have a bit of a problem in that this guy... No. That guy behind the car is still on Overwatch, which is a little troublesome. Let's see if Diz can maybe... She has a shot at something. It's not a good shot, but honestly, I don't see any disadvantage to taking it. Let's go ahead and see if Diz can save the day. Right through the dome. Dizzy goes 2 for 2. Holy crap, that was a beautiful shot, Diz. Yeah, right in his face, man. That was lovely. So now we've got the flanker. 69% for you. Busey, we could bring you around here, and you would also have a flanker. Let's try that. There should be no more enemies in this pod. So 76%, that's pretty good. Got the hit, got the kill, got the loot as well. Sweet. So this mission has gone very, very well so far. Is that the last of it? Perfect. All right, fantastic. So our little initial ambush tactic worked surprisingly well. Got a flawless kill. You know what? Honestly, I don't think I can take credit for that. I think the credit goes to the 3 amigos. We got the Dizzy. We got the Rico. We got the ace, baby. He's our ace in our hole. The ace up our sleeve. The crazed madman that we needed. Man, Jake, I'm with you. And this is what I like to see. See, there's nobody who's most under fire because we never got shot at. That's how you know you had a good mission. When the enemy doesn't get a shoot at you, you've done things pretty goddamn well. We never missed a shot either. 3.31 is a little low. 0.75 aliens killed per turn. All right, Operation Blood Chalice is making me feel powerful. Like a vampire taking that first shot of blood out of his chalice in the morning. It'd be like waking up all, oh, I have my blood in chalice. Don't ask me why I sound vaguely Eastern European. If you don't like, blame vulgar Irishman who write a book. He's not my fault. I am not Bram Stoker. He make me Eastern European. That could have been French. Man, a French Dracula would sound, oh, I'm here for the blood. Oh. It's just got a whole different kind of feel for it. Is anybody going to be afraid of a French vampire? There's going to be a ton of people in the comments now who are like, dude, Lestat was French, or whatever one of the Anne Rician vampires was. One of them was French, I think.
Executed to the highest standard.
So, Squatty Gilliam, 2 missions, 2 kills. Dina Dizzymeyer, 2 missions, 3 kills. Jake, I'm with Busey, 1 mission, 2 kill. And, even little Van Dien's pulling his weight. 1 mission, 2 kills. All right, so the ace team here is looking pretty good. Johnny Rico is our specialist. You betcha. Because that's what I was just thinking. Need somebody who can hack, who can deliver, the medic, the kind of guy you can trust in a combat situation. Casper Van Dien is not the man I would pick. Why does his picture have the Guile hair? Oh, great. So they took Johnny Rico's picture on the day he was fucking around wearing the Guile wig. Fantastic. Now he's going to look like that forever. The day you were out of uniform is the day you had your ID badge taken, Bradford. I mean, Bradford, calling you Bradford. Rico, that shit's gonna stay with you forever. You only get a new ID badge once every 4 years, you goon. Jake, I'm with Busey, has become a ranger.
The ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently and while engaging enemies.
It's got the Hotori Hanzo blade there. I mean, I kind of like it better when my rangers are the lady types. Got sort of that the bride kind of feel to it, but that's fine. Jake, I'm with Busey. He's gonna be good. Maybe he won't suffer from the bony, weak girl arms that got Amy Smart killed. All right, so we have one of every class. I'm pretty excited about this. Wow, we picked up quite a bit of loot. An Illyrium Core Advanced Stock. What do you do? Miss Shot, Steel Deal 2 dead. We got to install that immediately. Expanded Magazine is also very good. What is an auto loot? Oh, auto loader is also really good. So I think the auto loader is definitely better than the extended magazine. When are we going to reload twice? I think we should put the autoloader on Seth Gilliam. That gives him 6 shots from the big gun without a reload, and then the advanced stock. I really like the concept of having a guy who can always do 2 damage. I don't think that's the right buff for a ranger, but it does seem very specialisty. Like Johnny Rico, if you need 2 yards, he can get you 2 yards. If you need 3 yards, you got to call Christian Okoye. Or whoever the hell it was that said that. I always say it's Christian Okoye, and I'm wrong every time because it's not him. The expanded magazine, I suppose we could put on Diz's gun, but honestly, that doesn't really seem fantastically useful. Me and the fucking and the sideways.
Hello,
yeah,
Commander.
Back again.
The council you once knew
Opti's
is no
back.
more. Its
Back
membership
again.
Have all
Here to
sworn
make
loyalty to the
Pete not
Advent
grin.
administration. With one
You're the real
exception.
Slim Shady?
It is
You're the
good
real
to
Shady?
see
All the
you
other
again.
Slim Shadys
In
are
the
just
days
imitating?
since your
So won't the
capture,
real Slim
I
Shady
have
please
done
stand
all
up?
I can to
I mean,
aid
you
resistance
literally could
from
be
the
Eminem right
inside.
now. Optimus
It was
Prime. I
these
mean, we can't see your
resistance
face. We don't know what's
operatives
hiding under that
provided
bald
the
dome
intel
of yours.
leading to your recent
You could be a bag of
extraction.
tarantulas for all I know.
As of
You
now,
may not be a person at all.
resistance
You could be
forces
a
are
literal
currently
bag of
somewhat
spiders,
disorganized.
just animating some kind
If
of
we
weird
are to
human
defeat
puppet.
Advent and their
It's just a
alien
bag of
masters,
spiders with like a latex
you
skin
must
poured
change
over it. I
this
mean, if you look,
before
that head
it is
seems
too
kind of
late.
waxy and shiny.
What
Do you
are
really think
seeing are
Optimus Prime is a
classified
dude, or maybe he's
reports
just a
of
bag of
missing
spiders in
civilians
disguise?
across the world.
The bag of
Their
spiders thing would
numbers
explain an
are
awful lot. You gotta
growing.
admit that.
We
You gotta admit
suspect
that.
they
Bag
have
of
been
spiders
taken
explains
to
a lot about
nearby
Optimus Prime's
Advent
behavior.
black site.
His
Though
constant
its
stalking,
exact location
watching us while we
remains
masturbate,
unknown.
silently judging us with all 8 of his
Time
beady little
is
red,
short,
hateful
Commander.
eyes.
We need you to take charge of resistance operations.
Yeah, well, we're on
throughout
it.
The world. Establish contact with the
So I guess this shows every
and bring
possible
them
region is
into
what
the
it's doing.
fold.
It's just giving us like a little
Find
bit of
this
map
black
intel.
site
It's
and
showing us
shut
every
it
literal
down.
legion we could eventually be linked
Save
to.
our world. The clock is ticking. Good
Yeah,
luck,
I'll feel like. What's wrong
Commander.
with your fingers, by the way, Optimus Prime? Did you guys see that? Optimus Prime has some very evident signs that his fingers have clubbing. You know, you need to go see your physician about that, Optimus Prime. Clubbing and clubbed fingers, that's a sign of heart disease. You should check that out. Go consult with your cardiologist to make sure you're okay. Can't believe I just said that. I want him dead. Never mind, don't see a cardiologist. Clubbed fingers are really good for you. You should probably eat a lot of salt and maybe run on a treadmill for extended periods of time. Research resistance communications, fly to the black site region and make contact. Tell me more? No, I'm going to tell you more. And the more I'm going to tell you, fuck off. I'm not doing that black site again until I have at least 5 sergeants or better. So we did pick up Dr. Rue McClanahan, engineer. That's fantastic for us.
Work, Commander. Your efforts continue to bolster the resistance movement
Yeah.
across the globe.
Seriously, your fingers have extensive clubbing, Optimus Prime. Then again, you've got to be really old, because you seemed old 20 years ago, and it's been 20 years.
Now that we have more staff on the engineering team, we can
None of us is as young as we were 20 years ago. It's the way time works.
We should keep looking for more recruits.
Well, you've got Rue McClanahan now. I mean, her scientific chops may not be fantastic, but Rue McClanahan knows how to strip. Little known fact, Rue McClanahan, in one of her first films, she actually played a stripper. She may have actually been a stripper, too. Who knows?
Commander, so far I haven't
You don't
seen
know
any
Rue McClanahan. Don't you
components
judge her.
components
She was a
left
sexually
over.
liberated woman.
If we clean this stuff out,
Yeah, well, I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to give the 85-year-old Rue McClanahan a shovel, send her down to the old excavation room, start telling her fucking start humping it. Be like, yeah, I don't care if you're 85, Rue. Get the goddamn shovel and you get in there. You start fucking working, Rue. You gotta earn your keep around here. I don't care if your back does hurt. I don't care if your hip is artificial. You get in there and start shoveling slop. All right, well, with my octogenarian fully employed with manual labor, I think now I can, you know, in good conscience, go ahead and wrap this one up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more XCOM 2, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes every single day, many of which feature octogenarian manual labor. So, you know, there's that.
You know, I probably wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for your father. He was, something of a miracle
what?
worker.
Getting the
Oh,
others
he's
to find
talking to
that
Lily. I thought he was
guy
talking to
was
me. I'm like, when did you meet my father, Bradford?
Their system, but we'd still be half buried in the sand if he hadn't. He gave everything he had to get the ship running. But he
Yeah,
didn't
it's
have
amazing
much
he lived that long. I mean, he was completely consumed by
in our
Alzheimer's, just
memories
riddled
using
with
this
it.
ship to destroy the aliens wherever we find them.
Are you two done? Thank you. Now I'm done as well. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.